Hello my dear students, welcome back to our English lesson. And today's topic is My Passion is Music. Are you ready? Let's go! Can you think of a day without music? We can hear music everywhere, in the streets and at home, over the radio and on TV, in the shops and in the parks. People all over the world are fond of music. They listen to music, they dance to music, they learn to play musical instruments. Before we start our lesson, answer these questions. How often do you listen to music? What's your favorite type of music? Do you prefer music in English or in your own language? Why? Do you listen to music on the radio? And what's your favorite radio station? Can you play a musical instrument? If so, which one? Did you answer? Very good. I have one interesting video for you that's about what is music. Let's watch.
Many people have different points of view, so I've tried to make things simple and sum it up for you. Some definitions say things like organised sound, something with a beat, something profound. Sometimes they use words like rhythm and melody. They're all components in a musical recipe. Music is so different all around the planet. Some countries improvise a tune, fluid and organic. Some hand tunes down by word of mouth or write them down on paper, modes and pentatonic scales, and some in minor and major. It all depends what you listened to when you were a child. Your brain was programmed early on as you just sat and smiled. So someone else may like the things you cannot stand to hear, and they may also detest the noise you hold most dear.
Of course, music is a vital part of different moments of human life, and it spreads happiness and joy in a person's life. Music is the soul of life and gives immense peace to us. When I was a child, I have asked myself, why do we listen to music? Is that important? Or over time I understood that music relaxes us, makes good mood, and you are being more colorful. In other cases, you can make friends, learn language and culture of other countries. Music in the lives of different people is different. Some compose music, others play music, and others only listen to it. A lot of people who cannot play any musical instruments love to listen to music either at home or at a concert. Different people like different kinds of music, and here you can see styles of music. You may prefer pop or jazz music, country or folk music, but you certainly cannot think of a day without music. Then, let's meet with those styles. So the first one is pop music. Most of people prefer this type because pop is a term derived from popular, and thus pop music is known to be a genre of popular music. With its roots in the rock and roll style, this form can include any form of music ranging from urban and dance to rock, country, and Latin. Instruments highly used are electric guitars, synthesizers, drums, as well as bass, and one can listen to this form of music by listening to songs by Britney Spears, Madonna, Beyoncé, Lady Gaga, and of course, the king of pop, Michael Jackson. The next one is jazz music. Identified with swing and blue notes, jazz has its roots both in West African and European culture. It is said that jazz is one of America's original art forms and boasts a unique combination of creativity, coactions, and interactivity. Originating in the late 19th to early 20th century, jazz has also played an important role in introducing the world to a number of women performers like Ella Fitzgerald, Betty Carter, Abbey Lincoln, and Ethel Waters. Country music means a national music, another popular genre of American music, which originated in the 1920s. Country music has its roots from American folk and Western music. It is formed using simple forms of instruments ranging from electric and steel guitars to drums and mandolin or mouth organ. Some very popular country music singers include Shania Twain, Johnny Cash, Taylor Swift, and Kenny Rogers. This is a heavy style rock music, originated as rock and roll in the United States. Rock music has been rocking the world since the 1950s. It is a form of music that started actually around string instruments, but now uses other modern instruments to making it a little difficult to give it an accurate definition. Its loud and strong beats make it popular among the young people. Some of the rock stars who have popularized the culture include Little Richard, Bill Haley, and Chuck Berry, while rock bands like Pink Floyd, The Doors, and others. They are the modern bands who have taken the culture by storm. Who likes to listen to Mozart, Beethoven, and Tchaikovsky? Yes, you're right. This style is classical. Classical music is often associated with the music of the past. However, this style also includes music being written now, and we may speak of modern classical music. All genres are equally good for me. In my understanding, classical music is associated with any age-old music written by prominent composers such as Mozart or Bach. Their music became eternal as it's been used in operas, ballets, and on many other occasions for decades and centuries. And yes, it is well known that music can be a very effective tool for learning a foreign language. As with films and original version, the lyrics of the music are a good source of words and phrases to memorize while having fun. Also, listen or hum foreign songs to improve your pronunciation. English music is very present in our daily lives, whether at the supermarket, in the car, listening to the radio, or watching TV. Wherever you go, musical notes accompanied by English texts. Through music, huge waves of words and phrases surround us with extraordinary potential for learning. I think everyone knows this picture, and in this picture is walking through the road the Beatles. The Beatles to these days are one of the most famous and popular rock and roll groups in the world. The group shattered many sales records and had more than 50 top hit singles. The Beatles started a new era of music. Their music was unusual because most rock was strong beat with no melody, and they added melody to the rock. The Beatles also added strong and meaningful lyrics. In 1964, the Beatles came to New York City for the first time and were an instant success. A couple of weeks later, after their New York appearance, the 5 best-selling records were by the Beatles. They became world famous. On this slide you can see a picture with a man. He was very popular and his name is Elvis Aaron Presley. He was an American singer and actor. Regarded as one of the most significant cultural icons of the 20th century, he is often referred to as the King of Rock and Roll, or simply the King. Elvis was born into a poor Christian family. He first developed a love of singing through attending church with his parents as a child. And he also listened to many different kinds of music back then that would influence his singing style later, including country music, rhyme, and blues, and gospel music. He became a very popular singer in the United States of America. And now, children, let's go to do our interesting exercises. Here you have to complete the gaps with words from the box below. You have some time. I'm going to give you some time for this task. Let's start now. Have you finished? Let's read and check your answers all together. Music is my first dream. In fact, I would say it's time-consuming passion, as I spend much longer playing the synthesizer or the guitar than studying for my classes. I have always dreamed of becoming a good performer, either as a band player or playing solo. My parents wanted me to study classical piano, as a very good girl should do. But from my teens on, I followed my real love, which is playing lighter music and improvising. Fortunately, since I went to the university, I've been able to fulfill part of my dream. I met 3 boys as crazy about music as me, and we began playing in the garage of my house. My mom was horrified at the idea of having to put with heavy metal or rock music at home. But the music we play sounds much softer than that, and to my surprise, they soon got used to it. She soon got used to it. Next year, we are going to try and record a single or a CD. For the time being, we feel quite happy just to perform in clubs and pubs. Sometimes we are hired for weddings, and it's great fun, because besides playing for cheerful people, we can get involved in the party and eat superbly. So here, children, your task is to answer the questions based on the text that we've read before. I'm also going to give you some time. Let's go. Have you finished? Let's check and read your answers. How important is music for the author? And the answer is, she has really big dream. What has she always dreamed about? She always dreamed about of becoming a good performer. Good job. And what did her parents want him to study? Classical piano. Did she follow her parents' dream? Why or why not? The answer is no, she didn't, because she has own dream. And what has happened at university? And the answer is she has met 3 boys, then they were starting to play hard music together in the garage. And the last question, how many people play with her? Good job, 3 boys. Here's another task for you, and you have to find questions for answers. I'm also going to give you some time. Let's go. Have you finished? And let's see 2 questions on it. And the question is, do we know when Anita started dreaming about being a good performer? And the answer is, I have always dreamed of being a good performer. B, for this sentence, the right question is, does Anita's mom still want her to study classical piano? And the answer is, my mother always wanted me to study classical piano. And the C, the right question for the sentence is, do we know when Anita's mom started liking the music she plays? And the answer is, my mother soon liked the music we play. Good job, guys! And now it's time to play an interesting game that I have prepared for you. And here you have to guess the music with emojis. Are you ready? Let's go! So let's try to guess the first one. Have you finished? Let's check your answers. The song is called Old Town Road by Lil Nas X. Good job. And the second one. Have you finished? Let's check and compare your answers. The name of song is Look at Her Now by Selena Gomez. Let's do the next one. And the right answer is Paper Rings by Taylor Swift. Right answer here is Dance Monkey by Tones and I. And the last one. And the name of the song is Señorita by Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. I hope it was interesting and funny for you children. And now it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day.